everyone, this is CJNovo992 and today we are back for another brand new video. Today's video is going to be a fan recap of St Mirren versus Rangers. I'm going to give you my opinion. We're going to jump over and get the Twitter's reaction to that crazy game of football. And obviously if you're watching this video just now, please get involved in the comments and get your thoughts out there. Now if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel as we make our way to 23k. On the march towards 55. And honestly, I'm just pretty happy just now. So let's just get into today's video, shall we? 3, 2, 1. St Mirren 0, Rangers 2. Now, that was the final score. Now, we left it late. It certainly wasn't great. But we get 3 points in the bag and end this little blip of bad performances. Because let's be fair, if you're actually looking at the game in the first half especially, St Mirren probably should have been up 2-0 if it wasn't for two fantastic saves by Alan McGregor, aka Shagger. He dives to the left, he dives to the right. Once again, Alan McGregor comes up big when we need him to, and by half time I was very worried about this game of football because at that point we didn't have a shot on target. It was all St Mirren. St Mirren, fair credit to them, they came to play. I thought Edwards had a fantastic game against Tavernier, just had him on skates the entire game. Now before we go into the second half and talk about the stuff that actually matters, I just want to quickly point out that we got a perfect prediction. Finally, I'm back in the win column. I predicted a very frustrating game, a very annoying football that we're going to be tearing our hair out, that we will eventually win 2-0. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is what actually happened. So I mean, I don't get much right on the channel, so when I do, feel like I need to mention it. But back to the football that actually matters, so we're going to talk about Daniel Candeias, because Daniel Candeias got substituted on in this game and turned it completely on its head. Not only did he win us that game of football, he also found himself getting sent off for getting choked. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm here to tell you that Willie Collum is shit. No surprise there. Go and look at it, it's on Twitter. You can see two players putting their arms around Daniel Candeias. Craig Sampson, their goalkeeper, put his arms around him. Candeias makes his way to the halfway line. Not only that, not Rio Ferdinand puts his arm around him, gives him a wee squeeze, having a wee word with him, and then gives him a wee choke like that. Right in front of the referee. The referee runs up, splits up, and you're like, well done, Willie. You finally get something right, son. You've been shite for 92 minutes, but you've seen what's happened there. What does Willie Collum do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? He books them both. Daniel Candeias gets a second booking for getting choked. Now if you didn't see the game of football and you're saying, oh CJ just any standard thing blaming the referees, it's all on Twitter. Just go and have a look at it. The link will be in the description below. So I felt that was an important thing to mention about Daniel Candeias because he got subbed on, he changed the game, scored the goal, won us the game, got sent off and applauded the Rangers fans. Perfect performance and a perfect response from his invisible performance against Kilmarnock. That is what the Candy Man can do, and that is why he is currently our Rangers Player of the Year. His goal, by the way, is going to probably be one of these discussion points. Was that a cross or was it a shot? Cruz all knows all about them. But anyway, runs out wide, hits it, and I think he has to look up and sees that goalkeeper. Honestly, I was praying for us just to shoot at that goalkeeper because he's about as useful as a wet bit of toilet paper. Honestly, he's absolutely garbage, spills everything. We finally go after him, he's nowhere near it, the goalie flaps at it, and Daniel Candeias scores the goal. And before we go and speak about any other players and everything like that, I felt it was important to start with Daniel Candeias because he won us that game of football. I know he got sent off, but that certainly wasn't his fault. That was incompetence in the referee. And yeah, Daniel Candeias, well done, son. Right, moving on to the next player I want to talk about is that man once again. Andy Halliday is here to play. My neck, my back. Andy Halliday's our best left back. And I'm not even kidding, the guy's corners are absolutely sensational. How we haven't scored from one of his corners yet, the man's been absolutely robbed. Goalton flapped at a couple, his delivery, his level of commitment on the field and his actual performance has absolutely been top notch. And you can't push him out the team. The past two games, he has been up there for the man of the match. So Andy Halliday, I gave you a lot of criticism over the years when your performances weren't great. But I'm here to sit and tell you, mate, this season, in the last two games, you've been absolutely sensational. And that is what we like to see. The next player, I know we touched on earlier on in the video, but Alan McGregor's saves. Like, Candeias won us this game of football when he did. But Alan McGregor saved this game of football with his two fantastic saves. I didn't want to gloss over that. I know everyone's going to be talking about the goal and the red card. But those two saves he makes in the first half, it's absolutely sensational. Alfredo Morelos ends up getting the second goal of the game. 90 odd minutes where he gets in behind. Finally, Arfield actually does something in the football game. Slides a delicious little pass in behind the defence to give Morelos something to chase. Morelos got in behind and just absolutely smashed it into the back of the net. Like I said, the goalkeeper was absolutely dug meat, but Morelos is there, he has the shot and he absolutely smashes in the net. Great goal by Alfredo Morelos, who didn't have necessarily his best game of football. That goal though will give him confidence and he just continues to score and score and score. Now, we're going to take a wee sidestep from all the laughs and the jokes and everything like that to address something that actually happened. Alfredo Morelos was scudded by a coin during his goal scoring celebration from the St Mirren fans. Again, all the press that's been this week talking about, oh, it's a disgrace to everything to be hit on the football field with coins. I'm hoping that we see the same level of representation for Alfredo Morelos that's happened earlier on in the week for Neil Lennon. This obviously needs to stop. It's a very, very serious matter. And if Alfredo Morelos is getting scurry big coins, it better be spoke about exactly the same amount as Neil. So I'm interested to see what the media's actually had to say about that one. And it isn't just one coin, by the way, that was through. One actually hit Alfredo Morelos, but there were 5 or 6 coins that was through on the part that you can see Ryan Jack actually picking up as well. I know some of the fans have fired that on Twitter, saying it's an absolute disgrace. So I'll be interested to see the balls in your court, Scottish media. Represent it fairly. Now back to the actual game itself. Yes, we've had a wee bit of fun. We've spoke about Cumberland players, but I think it's fair to address that that game of football certainly wasn't up to the standards earlier on this season. It was a very, very poor performance. I think we were saved by a Daniel Candeias sparking us into life. But on the flip side of that is, we were having a bad bit of form. Sometimes you need to grind out that result, and hopefully that kicks us on now. We've got that sort of monkey off our back, and hopefully it's back to playing the way that we know we can. And to be honest with you, it's 3 points. I'll take it any way it comes, whether we're playing good or bad. 3 points is 3 points all the same. Now, with that being said, we do have a couple of negatives to discuss about this game, and a couple of players that I thought just didn't perform to what they can actually do. The first one is actually going to be the captain. Once again, Captain Tavernier just seemed a little bit off. I don't know if there's too many games coming too fast, but it just doesn't look as sharp as it is 2 or 3 weeks ago, especially before the international break. That being highlighted around about the 79th minute when we had an opportunity. It was 0-0 at this point, just to get the ball at the back post or even for him to have a shot. He was at the edge of the box. There was 2 people waiting. He ended up spinning it right over the bar. And I mean, it wasn't a shot. It wasn't, oh, unlucky, he went for it. No, it was a cross. He just absolutely smashed it and it nearly went out the stands. Very, very disappointing for Captain Tavernier. The next person I actually want to discuss is someone who's been absolutely flying. He's been killing it. He's been playing amazing. And he didn't necessarily have the worst game. It certainly wasn't as bad as like the Taverniers or anything like that. Or maybe Joe Worrell, who had another off little performance there. But Ryan Kent, I cannot believe he played so long in this game of football. That's he's basically played 3 full games in 7 days, and we've got a vital game in Europe coming up. That absolutely blew my mind. He just looks a bit tired. Seems to have just took the edge a little bit off him, and that is not what I want going into a European game that we must win, in my personal opinion. Ryan Kent hopefully rests up before the midweek game. Now lastly, before we jump over and get the people's opinion and hit you with the sponsor break, there is something I want to talk about, something I want to be pretty consistent about. Everyone knows I hate when people dive. I call him out every single time. Grezda, I know he hit the post and I know he's getting back to full fitness, but he needs to cut the shit out, right? That was 3 times I clocked him. See all that screaming and holding your leg and rolling about, having a look to see if the ref's looking when he's no giving yet, you just jump back up. That needs to stop. You're at Rangers Football Club now, son. Show the badge the respect that it deserves. But that is going to be the end of today's recap on my sort of things. Yes, it wasn't a great performance, but 3 points is 3 points. Now, let's toast the 3 points, shall we? Maybe not the performance, but the 3 points. And let's toast Daniel Candeias, because the man certainly deserves it. 3, 2, 1, sponsor break! 842 people has voted in the poll. Thank you so much for getting involved. It's still got 15 minutes to go, so shout out to everyone that's got involved. 5% votes for Ulla, 20% votes for Shagger, 32% votes for Andy Halliday, but 44% of the people votes for Daniel Candeias as their man of the match. Did my voice just sound weird there? Johnny Baz Noffy, certainly isn't Baz Bowski that's had to create a new Twitter handle because he's been suspended. Not at all, not at all. Says Daniel Candeias changed the game. Can understand why he didn't start with the big game on Thursday. Shame Grezda didn't step up and try and make it more difficult for Gerrard when it comes to teams selection. Barney Stinson says deserved win. Poor performance today, slight improvements in the second, but with them crowding their box there wasn't much room. Was crying out from shots from outside the box. 1 goal by Daniel Candeias. He meant it. He meant it. Colin at Draven says Halliday for me was strong, ran his heart out and delivered some great balls into the box. An ugly win, but a win is a win. And 3 points on the board, onward and upward. David Bluff says Candeias was brilliant once again. I thought Tav was dreadful, but 3 points in the bag, so I'm not complaining. playing in. Ross Watson says Halliday was really reliable today, but for the bants we'll give it to Candeias because he just did so much time. So much stuff in the short time he was on. By the way, it was definitely a shot. Drogo says Shagger kept us in it the first half. David at Only Show in Town says McGregor kept us in it the first half. Rest, we were pretty awful. And Koulibaly Cartel says, it's easily Morelos. And the last one in today's recap come from It's Rab. It says Stevie G with the super sub. There you are, you've heard the people's opinion, you've heard mine. If you haven't done so already, please get involved in the comments, let me know your reaction. That is what the channel is for. If you haven't done so already, make sure to be smashing that like button in, because YouTube's killing smaller channels now, because it's all reliant on likes. So if you haven't done so already, please do that. And as always, if you want to support the channel directly, there will be a link to the Patreon in the description below, with new shows coming very, very soon. Patreon only, with myself and Baz Bowski. I've been Siege over 92. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.